They are fired up here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Hornets with a chance to advance to the second round tonight as they lead this best-of-7 series 3-2. Another sellout crowd. We've seen now Cleveland and Atlanta both advance. They'll start their conference semifinals in Cleveland on Monday night. Toronto trying to clinch on the road tonight and advance to the conference semifinals. It's been a long time for Charlotte, not since 2002. They played in the second round of the NBA playoffs. That can end tonight with a victory. As we look at the starting lineups, brought to you by Modelo Especial. And the lineups have changed a bit. Certainly for Charlotte and for Miami, Dragic, Wade, Dang, Johnson, and Whiteside, an excellent starting five. But they have really struggled offensively. And the Hornets have changed things because Nick Batum will come off the bench for the second straight game after missing a couple. So the rookie Kaminsky starts up front with Jefferson, Williams, Lee, and Walker. Kemba Walker, the leading scorer for the Charlotte Hornets. What a season he's had. Can they finish off the Heat tonight and not have to go back to Miami? And for the first
you want to have guys that can take over the basketball game, that simply say with their body language, hit me the rock and get out of my way. Kemba putting on a show early for the Bobcats, getting to his spot, making plays like Tarzan. Kemba!
You get opportunity.
Just tremendous off the bench. Steve Clifford wants a full timeout. 3:14 remaining here in the first. 7 straight points for the Heat to tie it up. Of course, Sunday ABC will bring you a playoff doubleheader. Either going to be in Miami or Toronto at 1 Eastern for the Eastern Conference game, and then the second game, either a Game 7 in LA or a Game 1 in Oakland. At 3:30 Eastern time start for that one. Our coverage begins NBA Countdown at 12:30. And that will end the first quarter as Miami shoots 63% from the field. Lou Aldang leading the way. Meanwhile, Kemba Walker got it going early for Charlotte. They had a 7-point lead. He had 9. But Lou Aldang with 11 points. And it's Miami with the first quarter advantage.
Wade and Lou Aldang for
use a 20-second timeout. And we'll take a quick break. Miami after trailing by 7, now with a 3-point lead. Time for our Corona Extra Performers. The point guard position for Charlotte. Kemba Walker, the starter. Jeremy Lin coming off the bench. They have been a terrific tandem. They play well together. In fact, Kemba Walker was crediting Jeremy Lin, said he's just so fun to play with. Takes so much of the pressure off me. And Lin has found a nice spot here in his first year in Charlotte. Lin hits another. This weekend, Sunday Night Baseball brings you, of course, the great rivalry from Fenway Park, Yankees and the Red Sox. First pitch shortly after 8 Eastern on Sunday on ESPN. Free throw shooting, instrumental for Charlotte. As Whiteside, gets knocked down. Winslow helps him up. And we'll take a timeout. Zeller averaging just 8 points a game in the series, has got 10 points already. 8.5 remaining here in the second. And a smile from the young man.
The young fella impacting the game. Kemba thinks he has a wide open layup. Whiteside says, get it out of here. Not on my watch. It's a block party. Heat rolling.
Sports Center at night with Neil Everett and Stan Barrett. They'll have all the NBA playoff highlights and a full breakdown of the second and third rounds of the NFL Draft. We're in Game 6, midway point of the second quarter.
I like this move by Eric Spoelstra. Getting ready to put Haslam in the basketball game for Whiteside, trying to protect him from picking up the foul.
Whiteside with 4 blocks now, but he also has 2 fouls. Hassan Whiteside, a strong start to game. to use his 22nd timeout. Back-to-back buckets from Charlotte as we wind down the first half here in Game 6. A turnaround for the Miami. Not get it off in time. It would not have counted. And that ends the first half. Miami Heat facing elimination, looking to force a Game 7. Got huge performances from their veterans. Luol Deng, 7 of 10. Wayne Wade, a little bit of everything. And they get some fine defense. 4 block shots from Hassan Whiteside. 2 quarters complete here in Game 6. Heat lead by 9. Stay tuned for the Toyota halftime coming up after these messages.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs, brought to you by State Farm. We exist to assist. The all-new 2016 Honda Civic. And T-Mobile. Ditch your carrier and switch to the Un-carrier.
Welcome back to Charlotte, Game 6 of this opening round playoff series. Hornets looking to advance to the second round. Miami trying to hold off elimination. Our first half stats brought to you by Kia. Boy, the Heat playing like a team that wants to force that Game 7. 60% from the field and a 23-11 rebounding edge. Meanwhile, Charlotte getting it done at the free throw line and keeping their turnovers low to keep this one close. But a 9-point lead right now for Miami. Hi again, everyone, with Mark and Jeff. Mike Breen on end. Walker looks exhausted there.
Right now, I think Charlotte's not doing a good job managing their frustrations. Clearly a foul on Kaminsky.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs, brought to you by the next generation Kia Optima, official vehicle of the NBA. Burger King, now get 10 chicken nuggets for $1.49 only at BK. And Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Push button, get mortgage.
Perhaps the biggest game for the Hornets in 14 years as they try and advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs for the first time since 2002. Raptors trying to do the same thing tonight, although they're trailing badly in Game 6 in Indiana. And Charlotte, 48-34 during the regular season. They were one of the best home teams, 30-11, third best home record in the Eastern Conference, and a chance to clinch this series tonight on the home floor as Michael Jordan anxiously watches. And after trailing,
Taking advantage of that matchup.
timeout, Eric Spoelstra. Kemba Walker with 23. Dwayne Wade still hasn't scored here in the third. It's a 5-point game.
One of the best.
Miami went up by as many as 12. Charlotte cut it to 3. As the Hornets looking to clinch their first playoff series in 14 years. But Goran Dragic trying to help Miami force the Game 7. Fourth quarter coming up from Charlotte.
Welcome back to Charlotte with Steve Clifford. You were from
And that's 4 on Jeremy Lin. Boy, we're seeing some big-time defensive plays here in the second half.
Great defense by Courtney Lee. And a return, great defensive play by Deng.
Impressive performance for the Pacers to force a Game 7. Can Miami force a Game 7 here tonight? Can the Clippers force a Game 7? Not if Damian Lillard has anything to say about it. That's the second game of our doubleheader. Mike Tirico, Hubie Brown, getting ready for that Game 6 from Portland. Meanwhile, Luol Deng.
He's got it going. He's tough to defend in transition and in pick and roll, playing with extreme confidence right now.
And the crowd, they're not booing their team, they're booing the officials. They didn't like that last call as Goran Dragic has come alive. 12 of his 14 here in the second half. Miami up 9 as they try and force a Game 7.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. And Wendy's.
Here's the Goran.
30 points for Walker.
Step back, Jay, near the sideline. Money.
All right, Sage. Walton, the new coach. We've seen Kenny Atkinson, Tom Thibodeau, Earl Watson, Scotty Brooks, and now Luke Walton as their coach is hired. I'm going to address the elephant in the room or at the broadcast table. I'm not going to comment on any head coaching offer that I've received until after I complete my broadcast duties with ESPN. And that's the last I'm going to say on the topic.
Well, congratulations to Luke Walton.
Absolutely. Kemba Walker having his way, talking about putting on a show. Where's the help? Kemba! Mama, there goes that man.
Steve Clifford and Wade, another three. It's good! Dwayne Wade from downtown! Had not hit a three-pointer since December and knocks down two here in the fourth quarter. And the Heat go back up by 5.
The great ones find a way to get it done. Give them air space, the contest too late. Dwayne Wade knocks down a huge three-pointer for the Miami Heat.
21 points for Dwayne Wade. Hornets now down 5. They'll have the ball when we come back. Miami getting unlikely three-pointers from Dwayne Wade, and they lead by 5. Wade only took 44 threes the entire regular season, and had missed his last 21. Hadn't hit one since December. And here in the first 5 games of this series, he'd only taken one and missed that. But tonight, here in the fourth quarter, he hits 2 clutch three-pointers, and the Heat with some breathing room. Unbelievable from Dwayne Wade downtown.
And if you're Charlotte, there's nothing you can do about those.
Series at 3 games apiece. Kemba Walker with a magnificent performance. He was brilliant with 37, but unlike Game 5, here in Game 6, Miami makes the big plays down the stretch. So that game will be on ABC. We'll be in Miami on Sunday. Tip-off shortly after 1 Eastern. This Eastern Conference has been wild all season long. And we'll have 2 Game 7s in the East coming up on Sunday. 37 for Kemba Walker. He was brilliant. But it was Luol Deng and Dwayne Wade and the Heat who even it all up. Game 7 coming up for Jeff, Mark, Doris, and our entire ESPN crew. Mike Breen saying thanks so much for watching as we say good night from Charlotte.